Hello folks, Bronco Bob here to show you a 1966 Dodge Charger. The 66 was the fastback model, which was a pretty cool old body style. This is a white car with a black stripe. It's got some powder coated steel wheels, fresh BF Goodrich tires on the rear. The trunk hasn't been painted. It still needs to be finished out, but you can see this car used to be kind of a pastel yellow. But you can put that trunk paint in here, kind of like an undercoating to cover that up, maybe put a trunk mat in it. The underneath of the trunk is painted. It needs the weather stripping replaced. It doesn't have any. The chrome on the car is average to poor. You can see, you know, a little bit of surface rust on the chrome. Some of the chrome is dented. On this Dodge emblem, you can see some of the powder coating, you know, where it's cracked right here. This car's been repainted, but I would call it a very poor paint job. It's more of a driver quality. It's not a show quality. They just didn't spend a lot of time prepping it. There's some runs in the paint and there's lots of flaws in the paint. The emblems are not on the car. It needs the emblems that go on the side, you know, the little Chrysler emblems. It needs an antenna. The windshield wiper arms are missing. The windshield is good. The glass is good all around the side. And the back glass is really hard to find, and this is in good shape. It's the way that it's curved. But the interior of the car is nice. The seats have been reupholstered and they're in very good shape. It's got new carpet. The interior lights work. The factory gauges, everything works except for the tachometer. The factory radio is there, but it's missing the knobs. It's got the console shifter. The door panels are original and they're in good shape. And the dash is also original, and you can see there's no cracks. The back seats, you can see how they fold down. They're like bucket seats. The carpet in the back has been replaced. The seats have been reupholstered and they look great. This is kind of a fold down armrest deal. Door panels on the back are good. The upper has just the foam but no headliner. It's just the foam backing. So if you wanted to put a headliner in it, you could. Could use some floor mats. It's missing one of the light covers. Actually, on both sides they were brittle and they cracked. And this door opens just from the inside. It won't open from the outside. Just needs a door panel taken off and catch that little button deal. You can see that it needs the Charger emblems here on the side. Those are missing. But the paint it's hard to see in the video, but there's a lot of orange peel in the paint. If it was sanded and buffed, it'd probably make a huge difference. The A is missing on the Charger, on the tail light. And the tail light lenses they have some cracks in them. I'm sure it's the original one. Coming down the side of the car, this side looks pretty good. It needs the weather stripping here for the doors. There's no weather stripping. It's like they started to restore the car, but just didn't really finish it. Again, the seats look fantastic, and they're recovered just like the original. It's missing the little trim piece right here. And again, you can see the yellow where this was originally a yellow car. The doors roll up and down good. They open and close good. And it has a 440 Chrysler engine. The original motor was a 360, and the previous owner told me that motor was removed and they put in this 440, and it was put in several years ago. Underneath the hood is not really detailed out. The under the hood needs to be painted. The firewall could be painted. The fender wells need to be blacked out. So it just needs a little detailing under the hood. But the motor is smooth. It's got a rebuilt Edelbrock carburetor. I need to find the keys here and we'll start it up. Maybe I left them in the trunk. Nope. Well, I'll find them here in a second. I do like the black stripe on the hood. I think that's kind of cool. Here's the key. Let's start her up. I like the sound of the Flowmasters. And it's got a little cam to it, so it's got a little bit of a bump. As you can see, the alternator gauge is working. Fuel gauge works. The speedometer does work. I'm just not moving right now. Temperature gauge and oil pressure. But I love the sound of these Wedge motors. Really, really awesome. How you doing?
Photographing it?
Huh?
You just photographing?
Yeah. That's right. Some of the friendly neighbors coming by in their beautiful Corvettes. But I love that sound. And that's a set of Flowmaster exhausts. See underneath the car. It's very original under there. Here's some of the flaws in the paint, some of the runs. But the motor is smooth. It sounds good. I'm sure it needs an oil change and a service. Just normal stuff. The guy I got it from, he said it had been sitting for about 4 or 5 years. The brakes work okay. The pedal's a little bit hard. Maybe the booster might be getting a little bit weak. It could stand a tie down for the battery. It's got a nice Edelbrock air cleaner on it. And those are the headlights that they fold over, so you don't see the lights in the front, just the grill, but they're not connected. The actuators aren't working, but they've got electric motors where they're supposed to flip and rotate, which kind of gives it a sleek look because you don't see the headlights. And the windshield wipers, I turned the knob on. The motor's not turning, so the windshield wiper motors aren't working. You can see the interior light comes on. Rev it up a little bit. But the 440 has a lot of torque. It'll absolutely spin those tires, and it's fun to drive. But it needs a few little odds and ends to make it a nice car. And if you really wanted to make it a real nice car, it just needs a new paint job. But anyway, thanks for looking. Hope you have a great day.